The moment the first photo dropped, the internet lit up like it was New Year's Eve. Because Melania Trump didn't just decorate the White House for Christmas, she reclaimed it and instantly sparked one of the messiest holiday debates social media has seen in years. Supporters called it elegant, iconic, even a return to class. But critics fired back just as fast, dragging Jill Biden into the conversation and roasting last year's decorations all over again. So what actually happened? And why did a Christmas tree ignite a political firestorm? Let's get into it. Melania walked back into the spotlight with a theme she called Home is Where the Heart Is. And she didn't hold back. 51 Christmas trees, 75 wreaths, endless garlands, ribbons, lights, symbolic ornaments, and tributes tucked into every corner of the building. But this wasn't just holiday cheer. Early viewers described the entire vibe as a message. Polished, patriotic, and unmistakably Melania, stepping back into the role she once dominated. And people couldn't stop talking, but they weren't all saying the same thing. Within minutes, thousands of comments flooded in. Some fans hyped the look as a full comeback moment, saying things like, "Nice to have class back again," and "This is what Christmas at the White House is supposed to look like." But others took a very different angle. Before the garland even settled, comparisons to Jill Biden's past decorations were everywhere, and the mockery came hard. People dragged her older displays, calling them chaotic, messy, and a circus of colors. Suddenly, what should have been a holiday celebration turned into a side-by-side battle of first ladies. And that was just the start. The more people looked, the more theories started popping up. Some viewers loved the patriotic elements, the flags, the red, white, blue palettes, the tributes to America's 250th anniversary. Others pointed out the butterflies, Lego portraits of presidential faces, and unusually symbolic ornaments. To some, it felt artistic, to others, political. And then came the question no one could ignore. Was this decor simply Christmas magic, or a carefully crafted message about who's back in charge? Rumours flew and speculation took over. Here's where things got messy. Even though Jill Biden had nothing to do with this year's reveal, she became a trending topic overnight. People dug up pictures of her older holiday themes and compared them with Melania's brand new displays, often brutally. Comments like, "Jill decorated like a preschool art fair," and "Melania fixed the SAT show we had last year," made the rounds. Of course, not everyone agreed. Some viewers argued that making the holidays political was unfair and unnecessary, but the split was already deep, and it was getting deeper. As the photos continued spreading, critics raised new concerns. Some felt the decorations were too glamorous during a difficult year for many Americans. Others said the symbolic pieces, butterflies, Legos, glittering patriotic tributes, made the display feel more like a political statement than a holiday celebration. And a quiet group raised another point. With ongoing renovations and the East Wing demolition, was this entire display meant to shift focus, or to shape a new public narrative? Whatever the intention, the reaction made one thing clear. People weren't just looking at decorations, they were reading a story. Every First Lady brings her own style, but 2025 hit differently. This wasn't cozy, whimsical, or traditional. It was structured, symbolic, and designed to make a point. From the Gold Star family tributes to the patriotic nods to the polished layout forced by the temporary White House changes, this year's decor felt like a reset, the kind that tells you a new era is starting. And that's exactly why the reaction was so intense. It didn't feel like just another holiday showcase. It felt like a cultural moment. At the end of the day, this wasn't about trees, ribbons, or wreaths. It was about identity, symbolism, and the constant tug-of-war between tradition and politics. To some, Melania brought elegance back to the White House. To others, the whole thing was overblown, flashy, or unnecessarily political. But no matter what side people took, one fact was impossible to deny. One woman decorated the White House, and the entire internet had something to say. And with reactions as divided as the country itself, one question still hangs in the air. Is Christmas at the White House still a celebration, or has it officially become a battleground? If you want fast, drama-packed breakdowns of every major celebrity and political scandal, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because this story is just getting started and you don't want to miss what happens next.